Okay, everybody, how are you? We are live. How is everybody doing? Let's get everybody a couple moments to pop in here. And with me is none other than Yankee Stacking.
Hey, Stormy, how you doing?
I'm good, buddy. I am good.
Cool.
Just getting the getting my different windows situated here. We've got Silver
Mm-hmm.
Madness in the house. Parker Ebert, the penny hoarder, is here. What's going on, Parker
Mm-hmm.
Ebert? Winning image photography. How's it going? Clever Coin. What's going on, buddy? Clever Coin, I liked how you posted about 6 or 7 hours ahead of time for my stream later on for the horror thing. He's like, am I early? Exploring with the Nug is here. What's going on, my friend? By the way, Exploring with the Nug hit a major milestone the other day. He hit 1K, so I'm pretty
Oh,
happy.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of Nug and big supporter of his, and cheering him on, and was there with him when he hit that 1K milestone. And he smashed right past it. He went from like 990 up to like
That's
120 in one move. So it
oh,
was
that's
pretty
fantastic.
sick. Barbara Carbone, what is going on? Silver Wheels left the President of the United States to come here. Silver Wheels, thanks so much. Allie Wicked, what's going on, my friend?
Hi, Ozzy.
Ozzy Alchemist is here.
Karen,
Uh,
Karen joined. You already said that, right? Silver Wheels.
Silver Wheels is here. We got Lee the Nerd, also an awesome, great channel. He's starting to kind of take off. He's starting to grow.
Hi, Lee.
I've seen you've been watching his vlogs as well and commenting on there.
He's hilarious.
He is very funny, and he's got a very cool editing style. Absolutely.
He does.
King's Coins is in the house. What's going on, King's Coins? Good to see you, buddy. Time of the Signs. By the way, Time of the Signs. I hope you're going to be coming to my stream after this one, because we will be talking about horror. And I know that Time of the Signs and we've been discussing horror together for a little while there. So good to see you. Slow Stacker is here. What's going on, Slow Stacker? How slow is he?
He is so slow.
Very slow.
Yeah, he's stacking it slow, but slow and good.
Stacking it slowly. Let's see here.
Oh, come on, King's Coins. You're funny in your own right. Don't give me that. All right.
We got only a couple minutes here. We're still giving some people a couple more moments before we get this party started. But obviously, for those of you that looked at the description, tonight is going to be about running a live stream. And Yankee Stacking is the person who trained me on how to run a live stream. And many of you.
A good thing?
What's that?
That might get everybody to leave. Wait a minute.
No, because I mean, you get a big turnout on your live streams, and I'm fairly happy with the turnouts that I've been getting on mine. And you helped me do it without a hitch, man. So no, you should be you take pride in the knowledge that you've got, man. We also have David Carlisle. He is not here. By the way, David Carlisle, what movie is that from? I know it's from a movie, and I can't think of what it is.
Is it the
It's like
Big Lebowski, or
I think you know what? It might be. I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah, man.
Juan Ortiz is here. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you for coming here. Broussard's Farm, good to have you here as well. Everybody.
Oh, Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong. Yep. Okay.
Dave's not here,
but listen, it was definitely from like one of those burnout characters saying it. You know what I mean? David Carlisle says he could live stream at 70 more. You're very close.
Wow, that's awesome news, David.
Ozzy Alchemist is saying that the March to 1000 is so close. It is very close. We're about 90 away, give or take.
It's going to happen real fast.
I'm hopeful.
Oh, yeah. It has happened fast. Dude, you're exploding. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And right now, just so you know, Yankee, I counted only 24 people have completed the challenge. So if you recall your 2000 subscriber event, you had what, 63, 64 people?
Right.
Right now you've got 24 people. So your odds are much better at winning, man.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody stop. Nobody else do it.
Yeah.
No, you got to do it. It's going to be a great giveaway.
Shameless plug, says Slow Stacker. He says he's 7 subs from 500.
That's fantastic, too. There's no such thing as shameless plugs on your stream, is there?
It depends. Depends.
Not with those in the family. Come on.
Not with those in the family. Not people that are close friends.
You know.
If you're saying overall, and if you're talking like in terms of etiquette and stuff like that, which we'll get to later on at the end of the stream.
Ooh.
Some people do it in a tacky way.
Yep.
Who else? We got Guido here.
Yeah,
we got Guido. So what do you think, Yankee? I think we're going to get this party started. What say you? Yeah?
I'm ready to go.
All right. So again, those of you that are just coming in right now, some of you already live stream and a handful of you do not and are interested in how to live stream. And Yankee and I thought that this would be a great, a great stream for you guys to learn the same way that I did it, through the help of Yankee. And Yankee, I am actually going to hand the reins over to you. You are now presenting. Crispy is here.
Woohoo, Crispy! How's it tomorrow?
Yeah, how is it tomorrow?
Well, I'm really excited to do this. Again, let's just set the bar a little lower, okay, Stormy? I'm not an expert. I don't play one on YouTube, and you get what you pay for. But
I don't think either of us claim to be experts, but
that's true. But I'm gonna make a YSSU promise for everybody though tonight.
What's that?
I'm gonna give you at least one YouTube live streaming tip that you've never ever heard about before, or your money back.
Oh.
What do you think?
I think you have nothing to lose, considering none of these people paid anything.
That's true. That's true. But I'm going to try to give you a tip that you might help, especially for those people that are brand new to streaming, maybe have not gotten the courage up enough to do a live stream. But maybe those who stream all the time, like yourself, might pick up a tip or two. So the first tip I'm going to say is don't be scared to live stream. Okay. I know it can be daunting at first and it's kind of, I don't know if I want to do this. What happens if something goes wrong? But guys, everybody makes mistakes, whether it's with your camera, like Novus, or with your mic, which is not working and you're talking and nobody's hearing you. All these things have happened, right?
Absolutely.
In fact, let me tell you a quick story. My very first live stream with, now Silver Dragons, I did the classic streaming mistake that almost everybody does. You have the actual website up that the stream is going to go live on while you're live, and what happens is it starts playing after you've launched and gone live, and everything gets messed up.
Echoed.
It echoes like crazy. I did that for like 20 minutes. I couldn't figure it out. So, it happens. So don't be scared. Just go for it. So hopefully after this little tutorial, you'll get enough gumption to do it. So that's my first tip. They get better. Promise you. Actually, I would suggest one other thing. Try joining a stream first.
Yeah.
Instead of running your own.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, Storm?
100%. And in fact, Guido, who
had issues on his live streams.
yeah. Well, and that's actually a point that I wanted to bring up. Guido, who I consider to be a veteran, the guy's got 5,100 subscribers, and I think I caught him at a good time where he started getting back into YouTube. He had kind of taken a little bit of a hiatus, wasn't paying a lot of attention to it, and then he started kind of getting back into it, and I kind of connected with him, and he saw me live streaming, so he came onto my stream first, and he did a couple of those, and then he ended up running his live stream for our giveaway that we did last month for the Enough Project, and I kind of co-piloted the stream to kind of help him out in case anything happened, kind of like how you did with me.
Right.
In fact, it's like you need to ease into it. And then everybody knows that there's going to be issues. Guido did his very first auction yesterday, and it went very, very well. He did have a couple of hiccups, but nothing major. But we all, it's to be expected.
Sure, it happens. We're all forgiving bunches here, including Barb and Terry, maybe.
I haven't seen her.
Yeah, where is Terry? I even put that in the chat. Hello? Man. Anyways, Barb's here. That's good. So let me start out by saying what's my environment, my software hardware? What do? I use a PC. I use Windows 10 and obviously Google Hangouts. And I think that's really the only way you can do it, or one of the only ways if you're under 1,000 subs now. So I highly encourage you to, if you have a PC, this is going to be mostly Windows 10 focused, PC focused with Google Hangouts. So I'll just let you know that that's the case. A few other things. Internet. When you are watching videos, you don't really need to have much in the way of internet connectivity upload or upstream. You just need to download videos and watch them, stream them. But when you're going live, you're actually sending everything the other direction, out your house, not in. So, sometimes you see that lag that pops up and everything kind of stops and they get that circle, that wheel. You may not have sufficient bandwidth. Right now I have a 5 meg up. I'm going to be bumping it up soon to 10 meg. You don't need much more than 5. In fact, even less will work, but you got to be careful of that. So internet speed's important. I also have multiple monitors. I know I'm kind of blessed to have that. You don't need it, but sure does help when you want to lay out your stuff. I use an iPhone with a tripod to hold the iPhone and actually act as my camera. So when I go live and actually, show stuff, it's actually my iPhone. And I use an app that I'm going to put in here, IV Cam, to make my iPhone act like a camera. So that's the other piece that I use. And I have this little, iPhone holding stand here, tripod. It's not that expensive. Let me show you some other things. Actually, let me switch to...
What's going on, Bill Gibson? How you doing, buddy?
These are some of the other pieces of hardware I have. I have a headset on right now, which sucks. I hate it, and I'm going to try to upgrade it, but it was what, only $20? So yeah, I guess what you get what you
also pay. And I was telling Yankee, guys, I use my earbuds that I have with my
that's cool,
with my iPhone. Like, just see, so that's what I've been using.
I also have this is an iPad stand that goes on a tripod, which I enjoy. It's kind of nice to have.
And you're using the iPad to do your stream?
I use either my iPhone or my iPad to be the camera.
Gotcha.
Camera.
People could use like a little webcam as well.
Yes, they could. Absolutely. You can use what you might not want to use is your laptop camera.
No, I had to change that immediately because, guys, your laptop cameras are stationary into the machine and you can't rotate them, and there's no flexibility. So you could get a fairly inexpensive one. I've got one that was like $30 from Best Buy. It's Logi is the brand.
Yep. And everybody has a phone. So again, if you have an iPhone or iPad, check out IV Cam. It's free. The other thing is, here's a tip. Cover your laptop camera. If it's the first time you're streaming, seriously, put a piece of tape over it. I have a little slider on my laptop where I can slide that camera closed. It's a good thing. You don't want to do a face reveal if you don't want to be.
You don't want to be like Novus or myself.
Got it. And the other thing I have is this boom mic, or sorry, lapel mic, not a boom mic. I use this if Little Stacks and I are both talking. I don't want to use the mic on my headset. Lighting. Yep, I use these. Those are LED lights that are handy.
Do they emit a lot of heat?
They don't actually. You can touch them and they're just warm. They're LEDs. They're not that bad at all. But they put out a lot of lumens, so it's really nice to get. So lighting is good. And then the one thing I really want, I want a Blue Yeti.
You'll get it.
That is what I want. Well, it's $159. This one's like 127. And if I want to be all Southside Stacker, I could go this route.
I think too, though, that would be cool because you are planning on doing some more spotlights.
Yes, it's true.
And and how much was that one?
Oh boy, that was 120.
That big thing?
140.
140.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I mean, the Yeti and that, what's a matter of a couple of bucks? You may as well.
Yep, I hope. That's my goal. So that's kind of the hardware setup. Any questions on that?
I don't think a lot of them are listening right now.
Oh, that's nice.
Maybe they're saying you're very professional with the amount of equipment that you've got. And
it's cheap stuff, dude.
It is cheap.
$15.
I mean, and guys, going off of what Yankee is saying, all I've been using is here. I'm just gonna really quickly stop it. I've been using. I have like a small little webcam. I can't take it off of here because you can't see it, but I use a small webcam that was like $30. I'm using a Chromebook, which is like a $250 Chromebook. That's very inexpensive. And then I have this. I use my iPhone as like a backup. I always have this right behind it in case something's going wrong with the stream. I can see it, so I always have this running right behind it. I don't even have the lights that Yankee has. I'm actually going to get some, but it's you don't have to pay an arm and a leg. All right, you're up, buddy.
You don't. All right, cool. So one last thing before I do the demo. I like to have primarily 3 things ready to go on my streams. One is the camera, which I can't show quite yet because the demo is going to use it. So the camera set up using, again, my iPhone and Ivy Cam. A browser, which if you want to present me, am I presenting right now?
You are. It's all you.
That is the browser.
Sorry, here.
No?
There you go.
Okay, so I like to have a camera, a browser, and a background image. Did you guys see the first image that popped up? That was the Stacking Stormtrooper. So it just, I don't know, it adds a little bit when you can present, the logo, if you will, the thumbnail that you're doing to start. So those are the 3 screens that I like to have prepared. All right, are we ready for the demo?
Yeah, man, demo it up.
All right, here we go, guys. This is a screen of Creator Studio, and I'm sure most of you recognize it. You guys have your videos that you post if you're a content creator, and you can upload with it and edit and do all kinds of fun stuff. But there's this section right here called live streaming. If you do stream now, it presents you with a whole bunch of settings that is kind of confusing, and I never use. This is if you want to go right now live. And I suggest you do not go live immediately. You schedule it first. So that would be under events in this section right here.
And just so you know, I mean, I don't know if you've seen this, Yankee. When I started our Hangout, it said Hangouts on Air is going away later this year.
I was going to tell them that. You're right.
I'll let you continue on.
Oh, that's fine. That's very true. I think I know what's coming up with that in the future, Google Meet and their new Meet app, but I don't know when it's going away. So If you want to live stream now, this is what you need to use. You would go here and you would actually schedule a new event. So we're going to click that.
Do you think, Yankee, whatever is coming down the road, whatever this changes that they're doing,
Better.
it's going to be better? Okay.
I've used Meet for at work and stuff, so I think you're going to find it better. More integrations and stuff.
Meat as in steak, I assume.
No, Meet as in MEET, guy. All right, so let me get back to creating a new event. I'm not even looking at the chat, so they can just say whatever they want. In the title, you would put, I'm going to put test stream. Here is the date and time. I'm going to say today. You can set it for the future, and you can set your time. Here's what time is it? It's 8:50. I'm going to set this to go off at 8:57 p.m. I'm not sure you knew you could do this, did you? Stacking
I was trying to do that earlier.
There's a tip for you. You can actually type in when you want to.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Because I wanted you to learn during YSSU. All right, so add end time, and you can just leave that. And then make sure that your time zone is right. That bit me in the past. I've had the wrong time zone and things kicked off later than I expected. So, and then here you'll see your default settings for your description of your channel on a video. That will just automatically populate if you have a default. I'm going to type in, this is my first stream. All right. It'll also auto-populate your tags. Over here, you have three options: public, unlisted, and private. Public, which I'm not going to do, is if you wanted to actually create and post the stream so everybody can see it coming, like you did for this.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing that. Unlisted is just like that, but nobody sees it coming. It's unlisted, meaning people could join if they knew what to type in and where to go. But other than that, they can't search for it, they can't see it pop up. And private is if you just wanted a stream with someone that you invite onto the stream, but nobody else can watch it, nobody can get in the chat. I never use that. So what we're going to use right now is unlisted. So we're actually going to post and go live, a live stream. Hopefully it all works, and nobody will know but you guys in the stream right now. So we'll set that. And then advanced settings, we're not going to talk about these. There's one setting in here I do want to mention after we go live. I'm going to show you something that I don't think most people know about. And then monetization, if you're monetized, you can do that. So that's really it. Put in the basic info. Make sure that it's the default of quick using Google Hangouts on air. Don't worry about this custom. That's it. After that, you're going to click create an event. I'm going to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything. And I think that's it. So we're going to create the event.
Silver Heist is here. What's going on?
Hi, Silver Heist. Any questions so far, or do people not even care?
They're not really in the mood for focusing.
Focusing. Okay,
they're not. Yeah, they're saying they're shooting virtual spitballs right now.
Well, hey, here's something. Somebody might actually watch your video after it posts, so and learn something. I hope.
PDX says these settings are for 1K subs only. Question.
These are if you're well, actually, no. I take it back. You can stream under 1,000 if you use Google Hangouts. It's just
that's what I do.
You can't go mobile. That's what you're doing.
Yep.
All right. So you'll be presented with this screen, and there's two things that you can click on here that are important. One is the icon itself. So if we click this, you'll see what's very popular to everybody. This is the countdown with a reminder when it's going live. Over here is the chat and all that. So that's one thing. Back up. And the other is Start Hangouts on Air. If you click the Start Hangouts on Air, Hangouts gets launched, but you don't go live, okay? You haven't started anything broadcast-wise, but you just launch Hangouts. So
Crispy says he is watching intently because he's looking to do more live streaming.
Awesome. All right. So you should see, let's see if the camera works too. All right, good. So you should see this pop up down here really quick. See this percentage growing? That is the buffer. You know how there's like this 10-second delay on a live stream? That was the buffering up to 10 seconds right there. So this is Google Hangouts. And let me just walk through real quick some of these icons if you're not familiar with them. On the left-hand side, you'll see a chat button. And I'll click it a couple times. You'll see this group chat up here. This is for if you're collaborating with someone, you can chat back and forth and nobody else in the regular chat will see. So this is a private chat. This button right here is the screen share. So if I wanted to share the Yankee Stacking Stormtrooper background, I can do that and present it to everybody. So that's this button over here, this green screen share. All right. Notice you can see the icon and these things pulsating around it. That shows that my mic is actually working. It's picking up my voice, which is important to do, to check to make sure that that's working, but we're going to get to that in a second. Across the top here are icons. The one on the left is inviting people. So this is important if you're going to invite or collaborate with someone. You click this, and you can actually email the link to someone by clicking the mail button here. It'll actually launch Gmail and populate it up. There's the link. This is especially important if you're going to have someone join who's using their phone. You want to email this link to them. The other thing you can do is you can just send an invite by typing Stacking Stormtrooper there. So I could send this invite right here and it would pop up in Hangouts if they were in, say, their Google Hangouts or in their inbox, Gmail. So those are two ways that you can invite someone, through email or direct. That makes sense? That's that button. Here's mute. I can mute my microphone. It'll turn red. Here is the camera. So I'm going to turn on the camera. Boom. Now you can see this is my IV cam with my iPhone. So you can turn it off and on with this button right here. This button here shows how much bandwidth you're using, which is not that important right now. But this one is this gear icon. This one is important to make sure your settings are correct. You have your right camera. Right now I'm using the IV cam. You have the right microphone, that MPOW headset that I showed you a little while ago, and the speakers, the same MPOW. You can play a test sound just to make sure you're hearing it in your head. And the microphone, I told you can know that it's working by this pulsating around my eye.
Can you go back to the test sound?
Sure can. Right here, play test sound.
All right.
So I play that, and it will ring in my headset. I don't think you guys are hearing that, are you?
I'm hearing it. I don't know if they are.
Wow.
Some of them are saying that they're going out to get lunch. They're bored.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm telling them that there's other people in here who want to learn how to do this stuff. Like I know Crispy Silver Heist is asking about this.
Yep. And to be quite frank with you, this is Yankee Stacking Stormtrooper University. We want to teach those who want to learn. If you want to come in and just hang out and have fun and chat, we love that too.
Absolutely.
That's really what this is geared for.
Absolutely.
Silver, so.
Guido Stacking and Silver Trooper said, yeah, they were able to hear the fake ring.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. All right. So here we are. This is the Hangouts. Make sure that you're comfortable with your audio settings. Really important before you go live. And then I like to organize my desktop. So I like to have Hangouts. I like to have my browser. And I like to have the chat. So what I do is I click into this icon. Remember this first one I clicked in. You'll actually see what everybody sees, and you'll see that it's waiting for me to launch this thing. But you'll also see the chat. What I love to do with the chat is pop it out. The three buttons here at the chat, you can pop it out so it's a separate window. I don't know if people know that. So this is a separate window. You have this screen, okay? And I like to back out of this screen and go back to this. So I like to having my events showing. I like to have the Hangouts showing. and I like to have the chat. Now you can play games with Windows and make this all line up really pretty if you want. You can do this way. You can slide it around. You can just set up your desktop. I highly recommend you do this before you click this green button down here, Start Broadcast, because that's when you go live. Does that make sense? So you got your chat over here. You might want to make it live chat, not top chat. And you've got your Google Hangouts.
I always forget to do that. In fact, I'm doing it now. I'm
Yep.
back to live chat now.
I wish it would default to live chat. I have played with those advanced settings. There's a setting in there that's supposed to make it live chat by default. But I think what it is it makes it live chat by default after the stream is over, and it posts it to your channel as a video. It doesn't do it by default. It drives me nuts. So, okay, so we've got this, and the chat. Ready to go live? Let's start the broadcast. That's this button down here. When you click that, it's going to warn you. You can do this for 8 hours if you're absolutely crazy. And there's the warning. Hangouts on Air is going away later this year. We have no idea when. Then you click OK. It says it's starting. And then bang, this Hangout on Air is live. So we are now live. It's unlisted, so nobody knows that I've gone live, but it's live. And you have, basically you can see that I'm speaking. I can share my camera like that. And everything it's being recorded. This live chat will start popping up and you can interact with them as well. You can share the screen like I showed you. You can pick a screen to share with this green icon over here. And I think the last thing I wanted to show you that's a tip that I bet you most people don't know is in this screen. Remember the live event? You can edit this while you're streaming. So if I go in and edit the test stream right now, it's going to bring up these settings that we put in. Under the advanced setting, there is a checkbox called Enable Slow Mode, or what I love to call Enable Slow Stacker Mode. Is he still in the chat?
Slow Stacker is here.
This is your setting, Slow Stacker. If you click that, I suggest you do this for giveaways. So if you put in like 10 seconds or maybe 5, maybe if we're generous, we'll do 5, and click save, watch what happens over at the chat once this sets. You'll see the live chat. It should pop up a message saying that we're now in slow mode.
But what does slow mode do?
This allows people to only put in a chat message every 5 seconds. So if they put in a 5, a 2,
right,
a 1,
it prevents them.
Giveaway, they can't spam it. And this makes a big difference if you're hosting a giveaway and you're trying to scroll back like poor Silver Dragons did last night and kept losing it off the top. So if you put the slow mode on for the giveaway, it would slow the chat down. They would basically put a number in. They wouldn't be able to, for another 5 seconds, they could put in another number, and you would have a better chance as a host to go back and see who won.
Right.
I'm going to start doing this. I'm also going to start telling my mods if they want to be part of a giveaway, they have to be demodded for that session.
Yeah, no, and that's what I was saying to you, that remember I was saying that there was an unfair advantage for the mods.
There is. So, and they're not affected by slow mode. So again, there's another, so if I put slow mode on every 5 seconds or every 10 seconds and you're a mod, you can just spam that thing like crazy. So I think I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to say, guys, you know, if you want to be a part of it and you're a mod, I'm going to have to demod you so it's fair. So that's the slow mode. I don't know if anybody knew about that, but it's really handy. I'm going to turn it off and save it, and you'll actually see slow mode go off in the chat. So boom, there it is. So again, that's a broadcast. It's going on. I would give you 2 more tips as I stop this broadcast. I'm going to click stop. 2 more tips. 1.
2 more tips, and then you're wrapping up the thing.
I am.
And then we can chat with the group.
Start your Hangouts early. Test your tech. Don't go live right away. Start it, especially if you're doing it with someone else, a little earlier. And that's the next tip.
Bayou Bullion, this will stay.
It will stay. It will also, I would also say, start out either joining a live stream to get comfortable with it and get comfortable with Hangouts, and begin with a collaboration with someone. Because I'll tell you, if you have a buddy, it makes it so much easier to test out your audio with them, to be able to keep up with the chat while one person talking, the other person can watch the chat.
I think that's key. Hey, Guido. Guido's noticing I took away the wrench. he started to spam.
Oh no. All right. That is it. Do you have any questions about how to start, configure, and end a live stream?
Anybody?
I'm gonna start looking at the chat now.
So just to say hi to some people that were coming in, we've got NATV is here. We've got Bayou Bullion, Jacob Gonzalez Coins, Infamous Inc. Let's see here. Infamous Inc. says, do you have one of these vids for just starting doing videos? No, but that's coming up. Yankee and I have a rather robust agenda that takes us many weeks out.
Right.
So that's definitely one that we will be covering for sure. And then again, the question that one of you asked earlier was, will this stay up? Yes, this will stay up on my channel. Yankee keeps his Yankee Stacking Stormtrooper University videos up as well for you guys to go back. ECP is here. What's going on, brother? ECP, look behind me. I don't know if you can see that, ECP, back there. I got a poster that I'm going to try to hang up. I have to kind of do it discreetly without my wife. Yeah, go ahead, Yankee. You have another tip?
Yeah, bonus tip. If you are into privacy, like I am, I'm going to show you the screen right now. Right-click on your desktop, and under View, you can hide your desktop icons. If you show it, and then you can hide it. So check is show, uncheck is dot to show. So if you show your desktop, you don't want to show people all the stuff that's on your Windows desktop, right? There may be something private, your name and other types of stuff on there. Hide it by doing that. Right-click on the desktop, View, and then uncheck the show desktop icons. That's it.
Michael I is asking, how do you not get strikes against your channel from YouTube? That would be a different competition.
That's a good one, though.
Absolutely. And to be surprised, I'm kind of curious as to how come I haven't received a strike myself yet, to be perfectly honest. I've had claims put on a couple of my videos, but I haven't had any strikes yet. So I'm just curious. Donald in New Mexico is singing some Pink Floyd.
Okay. Hey, actually, Stormtrooper, I know you got on me before the stream started. Are we going back and forth now between you and I as we speak?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. As soon as you said I'm wrapped up with the demonstration, now I put it back to our conversation mode.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm not a ball hog like other people.
Hey, come on, man.
But yeah, press 1. They said press 1 to see Yankee's messy desktop.
Hey, actually, would you help us, though, give us some feedback on this? Hit 1 if you found this slightly helpful. 2 if you think it was the most boring thing you've ever watched on YouTube.
Well, hold on also before they say that, though, because you can't put yourself in 2 things there, because you know darn straight that a whole bunch of them are going to put 2s. So a bunch of them are putting the 1s that they found it interesting, or that there was some helpful stuff in there. Obviously, Terry is dropping the 2s.
I wouldn't want it any other way, Terry.
And Same with Barb. Yeah. Michael I said that they will rewatch it again. Guys, in all honesty, too, it really helps. Yankee had to talk to me a few times on the phone when I was getting my streams all situated, and I had to take notes in my notebook and everything. But this stream will stay up, so definitely check it out. It definitely will help for sure.
Yeah, Eli, I have a question. I don't know when you popped in, but
he just came in now. What's going on, Eli?
Oh, okay. So you missed it. I gave a few tips. I'm wondering, did everyone know, or anyone know all the tips that I gave? Every one of them.
I did not.
Put a 1 if you knew every single one of the tips.
Terry.
Eli doesn't need this. He's an expert. He was streaming long before I came along. I'm curious. Was there anyone who had all the tips? Yeah, like Yankee. Yeah, I knew everything.
Silver Trooper saying no. Terry obviously says she knew it all.
See, I'm sure she did. We gotta trust her.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that.
Okay, good. That makes me feel better. I'm glad.
Barbara is saying,
I don't tip well, huh? I got to give her a tip. Money.
the tip I would give Barbara is to start streaming.
Ooh.
Or start making some content or something.
Yeah, Barb. Let's see some content.
You know?
I would watch that big time.
I'm curious.
There, I gave you some tips there. There you go, Barb. All right. So, man, how many do we have in the stream now?
30 people.
Wonderful.
Winning Image Photography. By the way, it's good to see you, Winning Image Photography. And East Coast Prospecting. I don't know how big of a horror fan you are, but my stream after this, last week I did the 80s action movies. I'm going to be talking horror tonight. I'm so excited. So we'll definitely be talking horror later on. Not so much comics. That'll be another one. But Yankee, I have to show this. The thing I sent you earlier. So ECP, check this out, brother. I'm going to present to everybody now.
And smash the like for Stacking Stormtrooper, please, guys. Come on, show them the love. Go ahead.
Thank you. Let me share my screen. So a lot of you know that I am a big fan of Garbage Pail Kids. And one of my buddies, let me close this out here. One of my buddies who created my logo, he is a very, very talented artist. And so let's see. Can you see this, Yank?
Yep, I sure can.
Okay. So this is new as of today. I am actually really excited for this. Some of you have seen it. I think I sent it to ECP if I'm not mistaken. But look at this thing here. Those of you that are familiar with Atom Bomb, which is like an iconic character for Garbage Pail Kids.
Yep.
I said do one of a Stormtrooper. So look at that. I mean, he did that from scratch.
I saw it on your Instagram, dude. That's
awesome. Right.
Nice.
It's just awesome that he did that for me. So I will be. This will be a new channel card, like a playing card that I.
Guido's threatening you if you do not send him one of those.
Oh, I know. He was saying it was awesome. I'm definitely going to send it to you. He was saying send it to me with a. Jacob Gonzalez Coins is saying that is amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, and we put I've made some stickers available on my website if you want to buy the stickers.
Awesome.
There's the mugs.
Yep.
But I'm making the cards. I've already submitted it to the printing company. I should get it within a few days. So if any of you are interested in receiving that limited run of the customized Garbage Pail Kit of the Stacking Stormtrooper, send me an email. Let's see here. Aaron Krause is here. What's going on, Aaron Krause? Thank you, Slow Stacker. Maud, hey.
Yes, I did. Yes, I got your email.
Oh, so I wanted to go back to that, what we were saying to Winning Image Photography real quick. Next week, Yankee and I are planning on discussing YouTube etiquette. And, there's one thing about having a good time joking around in live streams, and then there's other things that kind of either cross the line or things that you just shouldn't do, things that you should avoid.
Right.
For example, talking about privacy. Yankee was just saying how you could set your desktop to be private. And with that comes other things for privacy that you want to kind of consider for your viewers. A lot of us, we get the friend mail, right? And right now I'm showing these envelopes backwards only because some of them have return addresses on here that I don't want to share with all of you. And I'm very careful about that. So
always, Gary, you always cross the line. That's what we love about you.
Yeah. So in 2 weeks, we will be on Yankee's channel talking about etiquette and privacy and things of that nature. No, you guys didn't cross any lines, Terry.
No, you didn't.
ECP is saying rules. We don't need no stinking rules.
I love that. Where's that from?
Badges. We don't need no stinking badges. Is that from Silverado? No, Blazing Saddles. Is that Three Amigos?
Is that the good, the bad, and the ugly?
That's what I thought.
I thought it was the good, bad, the ugly.
But it sounds like something from a comedy.
I love that movie. Yep. Yeah, it does. But somebody knows. Oh, Slow says Blazing Saddles.
That's what I said.
Dude,
that was the first thing out of my mouth. I said Blazing Saddles.
You're right.
Or no, did I say Silverado and then I said Blazing Saddles?
Slow is right, and boy, I'll tell you, he sounds like he's a trivia expert, so I would go with him. Oh no, it's not Cheech and Chong, Barb.
No rules at camping, says Ozzy Alchemist.
No, but you bring up a good point. I just want to underscore it, Storm. We do need to be careful, especially when we're showing people's addresses, personal identifiable information. We don't want to compromise that. It's just, and we do it sometimes by accident, but we got to really be careful about that. I have my own strategy of what I do every time I get something, but we can talk about it next time.
Let's see here. Older movie, Treasure of Sierra Madre, Bogart.
Bogart.
No, I'm like, no. Look how I'm watching my.
Sorry,
it's hard for me to see.
I know it is.
And as they go fast,
you can hide behind
Humphrey Bogart.
You can hide behind that helmet more than one way.
That's true.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't see that.
I can't see a lot of the chat sometimes when the stuff just flies through.
All right, so before we go completely off the wheels, unless we have is there any other topics or ideas that you would like us to cover, in all seriousness, on YSSU that would help you guys be better content creators, streamers, videographers, anything related to YouTube? If you have an idea, please put it in the chat. Email us. We'd really like to know. We do have a good list, but we had something. This privacy one came to us via an email, didn't it?
Say that again?
The privacy idea. Didn't that come via
it did come from a viewer. And Guido is actually talking about key tags. Didn't we put that as one of our ideas?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We have that in there. Good one, though.
Although I'm starting to hear that key tags, while important and for SEO, and if people are concerned about increasing viewership, increasing subscriptions and whatnot, that it's starting to kind of come down to the thumbnail and the titles.
I agree.
There's a lot that
we have something on that too. We have an idea to talk about the algorithm, how to get those views. But yeah, that's part of it. You're right. It's less about the tags now. Actually, Silver Heist had a question that I thought was good up above. He said, why stream? How does that help you? You want to field that one?
Yeah, I would actually say that for those of you, it depends on the goals that you're looking for on YouTube. Originally, I set out to do a YouTube channel just to talk about basically whatever my interests were and to see what would stick. And then when I started to see my subscriber base grow, and then the whole thing happened with streaming live with the 1,000 subscribers, that became like a magic number for many people.
Right.
So for me, hitting 1,000 was is a goal of mine that I'm striving for. And with that, if you want to monetize your channel, and a lot of you see super chats. In fact, Yankee, who was the first person that gave you your first, second, third, and fourth super chat?
Let me think.
Who was that? Who?
It'll come to me. Hold on.
Who gave you your first?
It was you, buddy.
But but you know, you want to get 4,000 hours of watch time. So you have to now, instead of, what was the old YouTube thing? It was 10,000
Oh yeah, what was it? It was
it was
before.
like 10,000 minutes or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
And it didn't matter
Four
to your
thousand hours, right? You said that 4,000 hours.
yeah, so now you need 4,000 hours.
Mm,
You need 1,000 subscribers.
mhm.
So
And then you got to wait
streaming,
a month.
what's that, bud?
Then you
And
got to
then you
wait
got to
a
wait a month. Yeah.
month.
So live streaming it helps with your numbers. It increases your watch time. It increases your percentages. I've noticed with my videos, if I have, let's say, a 5-minute video and people watch 3 minutes of it,
Yep.
you know, I'm averaging only 3 minutes there. But now when I get a captive audience in a live stream and they're there for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, they bounce out, they come back, the time racks up.
Right.
It boosts my numbers for my average watch time. But more importantly for me, my goal right now is to hit that 4,000 hour number. So I'm about 50 something percent of the way there. So this is a way for me to log hours. So to answer your question, live streaming helps get a lot of hours under your belt.
Yep.
And then when you monetize, you can do a lot of fun things. You've seen people do the super chats. Guido, he gets the super chats for the raffles that we do for the charity events. And you can make donations, or you can receive donations from people that enjoy your content.
Right.
And you can also do a lot of different things. You can do auctions. It opens up a revenue stream for you.
It does.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Yankee, but it seems to be that there's more money in the super chats than there are in the ad revenue once you're monetized.
Yeah, actually, there's a question I think Michael I asked, kind of selfish, but can you still make money on YouTube? I don't.
Yes.
I don't make much, but the answer is yes. And I don't. And here's another piece of etiquette. It's a sort of an unwritten rule. People don't usually talk about that when it comes to monetizing money you make. It's, to me, it's a way that I can pay for postage and do giveaways and
Exactly.
I love that. But to answer your question, Storm, you do get more if you have a lot of views. I mean, if you're like Silver Dragons, you're getting 10,000 views on something, you'll get a lot. If you, or more, maybe 20, 30,000 views or 100,000 views, but it depends. But also the super chats, they take, I think it's a third of the super chat. They meaning Google. So when you get a super chat,
yeah, if you get $100,
you're only going to get like $66. Only.
Right.
What am I saying? If it was
and then you also would have to pay tax on that.
Yes, they know that. That's true. It's income, right? The other, to be honest with you, it's PayPal is a better way to go.
It is. However, the other thing too, though, is it's. I find that if somebody has a donation tab on their screen, or I see the super chat right there in YouTube,
yeah,
I am more apt to just super chat them.
And it's public, and it encourages them, and others can see it, and it's a good way to shout out a message. I think it's a wonderful thing. I love it. I love doing it. I did it last night just to, support, McKinley over on the North Country Off Grid. You do that so that people can see and enjoy it.
The other thing too about doing the super chat,
Barb better pay tax. Yes, I know, Barb. She's going to audit me one of these days. I know it. Sorry.
No, I was going to say the other thing about the super chat, depending on, and I don't know if any of you have done the super chats on other channels. I'm sure a lot of you have. However, a lot of the time, you get a certain. There's different windows. You could do a 99-cent, $1.99, $4.99, $9.99. What is it? $19.99, and then what is it? $50.99.
Yes.
I think does it max out at $50, or does it max out at $99?
I've seen it.
I've seen $100.
Yes, I've seen $100. Yep.
And based on the amount you super chat, you get more characters to type to the content creator, and the longer your super chat stays up.
Correct.
So in a way, it's almost like a little bit of an advertisement for yourself in some manners, but again, it's a way to show appreciation.
I don't think Michael should feel bad about, can you make money on YouTube or whatever? And I don't think you should feel bad about super chatting and putting something in there. It's not bad. I mean, you can obviously overdo it in a chat, but that to me is showing support. And that to me is a good thing. And I appreciated what you did.
Oh yeah, dude. And yeah, man, that's fine. I was just happy to be the first because you had just gotten it, and I saw the little dollar icon. I was like, oh, and I just did it, and then you're like, oh wow, that's my first one. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, second, third, fourth.
Oh, here's something else. Barb's a super chatter though. She really is. She's a super.
Is she?
Chatter. She's just being wise as usual.
I want Terry to change her picture back.
What do you mean change her? Oh, Terry. Yeah. Thing. She's a super chatter, but you're right. What's up with Terry? She's also Terry 79.
I know. I don't know.
Right? What is that?
I don't know. She said she had some sort of issue. I didn't get into it.
Okay.
I figured if she wanted to say she would, but I want the picture at least changed so I could see that it's her. The super chat pay quarterly, says David Carlisle.
Well, it doesn't. The super chat doesn't pay you. It goes into your ad revenue with AdSense, and there's a limit. So when you pass, I think it's $100 on a certain time of the month, period that it comes to, that the following, near the end of the month, they will pay out. If you haven't passed that limit for that given month, it just continues to the next month past a certain date, and then they pay out. So it's a combination of ad revenue and super chats.
And do the payouts, but you say if it hits 100, then it just pays out at 100?
It will pay out on a regular basis each month if you've passed 100.
If you pass 100. Oh, I see. But if you're at like 40 or 43, then it carries over.
Right.
I see.
So,
it's
that happened to me. I didn't quite make it one month, and then it went up, so I have a bigger one now the following month. So
all right.
Yeah,
that's always nice.
And I was thinking it was actually going to be a check from YouTube and all that. No, they direct deposit it.
I was going to say direct deposit. And going back to your point too with the super chats. In all honesty, and I've had a bunch of people that are in here send me PayPal contributions, and to what Yankee said, that really helps go back into the channel. I mean, we're still small. In that, I would say we're still operating at a loss because you do the giveaways, you buy the different bits of equipment, all of the marketing material, the envelopes, the postage, the channel stickers, all that stuff. It adds up, but Terry 79 says she wants payment.
You could pay her. Actually, you want me to pay her right now?
You could pay her.
All right, fine. Here you go. Hopefully that's enough, Terry. There you go.
Terry's got expensive taste, though, man. I don't know if you can.
Tell me about it. I can't pay her off with a whole bag of coin.
No.
All right, ECP. I'm so sorry we're boring you, man. I really am. It is 9:28. Is there anything else that we wanted to talk about? We've been going on now for an hour.
No, I think we're okay. Guys, I was going to go on at 10. Mm-hmm. I may go on at.
Jump the
I don't know.
Don't tell him. Just go live earlier and see who pops in. The early birds.
All right, we'll see.
Honor the early birds.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, and I was going to show some silver, but yeah.
Go ahead.
That's not what this channel's for. Nobody.
All right. That's.
I know you're kidding, ECP. I love it. I take it all very lightly. What goes on in the chat?
End screen says winning image photography. That's a good topic.
It is. Grab that one.
I jotted it down.
Any other topics? Is there a god?
We'll put that end screens and cards.
We have done gods the last 2 times, but I don't think we have one tonight.
No giveaway tonight. Now watch everybody drops off. But you never know, because sometimes people do sponsor giveaways last minute. Actually, last week ECP sponsored 2 giveaways out of nowhere.
Yep.
Which was awesome. But I think, guys, we're gonna stop it here.
Yep.
And 2 weeks from now, we will be on Yankee's channel, and we will be talking about etiquette and privacy. And do you have any other final remarks, Yank?
No, I just want to say thank you guys for coming in.
Okay, Bill.
With you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, guys. And remember, long live the Empire.
Take care.